Hi, I'm Anna. I was molested for many years when I was a child by my stepfather. And I became pregnant the first time when I was 12 years old. He hit me, he gave me some drugs, and my baby died. And because of that, the abuse continued for another year. Not only to me, but to my sister, because no one knew what he was doing. And finally, I became pregnant again. And this time, I hid it from him. And I went and I told my mom. And right away, she got us out of there. And she called the police, and they came and arrested him. And I was free. My daughter saved my life. It was difficult having a child at that age. There were a lot of really mean remarks from the kids I went to school with, from the people at church, and just from society in general. But I can tell you that as a rape victim, when I was having flashbacks, as many rape victims do, my mom would bring in my little girl, and she would lay her in my arms, and instead of seeing these horrible things in my mind, I could look down in my arms and I could see this little bitty smiling face and hear this giggle that just brightened my whole day. And she made it worth it. That was my beauty from my ashes. That was the light that I got from all the darkness that I endured. She was my world and my everything. She's grown now. She is 19 and starting a family of her own. I'm going to be a grandmother next month, and I am so excited. She's going to have a little girl. I've since gotten married. I have 3 other children who absolutely adore their older sister. They can't wait to be aunts and uncles. We just cannot imagine our lives without my daughter. The only regret that I can say that I have is the child I lost. And even now, 20 years later, I think of that child every day. I wonder who he or she would have been. I know I would have loved him or her just as much as I did my daughter. And my hope is that I will get to see him or her again someday when we all meet in heaven. Because I know God is taking care of my baby for me until I can get there. There is hope. There is a future for you and your child. There is more joy than you could ever imagine. Just hang in there. In choosing life, yes, you chose to endure some difficulty, but it is so worth it. Every moment is worth it.